Alright guys, if you remember from this week, we were working on that long A sound and that short A sound. So we're going to go through and look at this text while we find some of those sounds. Now just a reminder, this word is maintain. It is making that long A sound because of that AI pattern. But sometimes I might not be sure how to pronounce it. So remember, whenever I see that long A sound, try that long A sound to see if it makes sense. Maintain. Maintain. We don't say maintain because that doesn't make any sense. So try those different vowel sounds and see what happens. Now, let's head on to our text. We're going to be looking at this. It's also in your reader online if you want to check it out there too. So, follow along as I read it. Saving Yellowstone. I'm going to underline words with long A and short A. So here's my highlighter. Each year, over 3 million people visit Yellowstone National Park, located in the western United States. They hike its trails and swim in its lakes and rivers. Many wait patiently for the geyser Old Faithful to erupt and spray its famous fountain of water into the air. Some hope to see the local wildlife, including buffalo and bears. This great park is a nature lover's paradise. So notice there's some words I'm highlighting. There's some that I might be missing because there's a lot in here. So I'm going to keep reading it, but I'm not going to highlight anymore. What I want you guys to do is think about what are our long A words and short A, because you're actually going to be putting them in for your class notebook. Yellowstone has an important role in American history as the nation's first national park. In 1871, Ferdinand Hayden led a group of explorers into the Yellowstone River Basin. His group included scientists, map makers, and artists. They took notes and painted pictures in the area, which was mostly wilderness. Hayden gathered the group's observations together in a report for Congress. He convinced the lawmakers that Yellowstone should remain in its natural state. They agreed and passed a bill to protect the area and established a national park. Now, just keep in mind, this one person and his group created Yellowstone. They created the first national park in American history. They said this area is so unique, so pretty, that we should leave it like this. So, let's go to our next paragraph, paragraph 4. President Ulysses S. Grant, who was one of our generals in the Civil War, signed the bill into law on March 1st, 1872. This meant that people could not build homes or develop towns there. The law stated that the park would remain public for the benefit and enjoyment of the people. At first, volunteers took care of the park. When this became too difficult, the Army stepped in to help. The government thought that a national agency might be a better solution, so the National Park Service was created in 1960. Today, park rangers and other staff members maintain the park. Now, what I want you guys to do is I want you to think on some words. So we had this word park. Popped up a lot, didn't it? Park. When A is followed by an R, so like in park, it makes a different sound normally. Probably like 95% of the time. Now, what sound do you hear? It makes that R sound. Now, also, in many regions, words like any and mini are pronounced with sounds that sound more like a short E. Mini. And what else do we have? Any. It doesn't make that man, that amp sound. It sounds like that short E, that sound. In addition, when the A is in an unaccented syllable, so what does that mean? Well, let's look at these words. American, fountain. So when we have words like this and local, that makes a schwa sound, not an A sound. So it doesn't always make a long A or short A when we see those A's. So we would count these ones as oddballs. Now, I want you to think about this. How did the action taken by the government in saving Yellowstone affect people's lives? Well, remember, they created this nice, safe, cool place that people could go visit, camp, and protect the wilderness. So we have this place that we can go and enjoy. Now, how is it similar to and different from the government actions described in solving problems? Well, it's different because we're saving a place without people coming in. Whereas in the shellfish, we're saving it, but we're taking stuff out. We're taking those shellfish out. But here we're keeping stuff the same. So that's one way that's different. But it's similar because the government is still solving the problem. They're trying to protect a place, and they think that's a good solution, is by creating this national park. Alright, so what you guys will do, in your class notebook, there is a list of a whole bunch of words, long A, short A, maybe some oddballs thrown in, that you're going to put in their correct categories. Remember, make sure you listen to them as you put them in their categories for long A and short A. I'll talk to you guys later. Good job, guys.